morning, my munchkins. How are you guys? And happy Victoria Day to all my Canadians. Today's a holiday here, so I'm gonna have to get some stuff done later with the kids. But I have to get some videos out for you guys today. And there was one particular, hi Holy Spirit, there was one particular message. Holy Spirit's presence is here heavily right now. So there was one particular one particular message that is very important, and I was convicted early this morning because I was like, I may not put this out, God. I don't want to put it out because it triggered some things in me too. Okay. It triggered some things in me too. And the Holy Spirit was like, follow instructions. And he said, you have to. So I have to put this out. Okay. So the Lord showed me a vision, and I wasn't sleeping. Visions, like I said, visions is like when my eyes are closed and he's showing me something. Okay. So he showed me a vision of me making this video right now. And except in this vision, I was holding up a bag, you know, the clear bags you get at the grocery store when you put fruits in the grocery, you put fruits inside the clear bag, and it was filled with unripe peaches. So then the Lord actually showed me a peach tree, and on the peach tree there was so many unripe peaches. Okay. And there was one ripe peach, but the ripe peach was ignored. Okay. The ripe peach, which is the ripe fruit, was ignored. And the bag was filled with unripe peaches, basically confirming that when someone went peach picking, they picked all the green peaches. Okay. And, oh Lord. Oh. So after he showed me showing you guys the bag of peaches, I literally said to you guys, disobedience. I held the peaches up in the bag, and I'm like, disobedience. And after I said disobedience, I heard the Lord say 2283, specifically 2283. So this is the numbers 2283. I don't know if this is someone's date of birth or year or what, or if this is just a number whoever gets this message, that number is gonna mean something. Okay. That number is gonna mean something. 2283. And then after he said 2283, I held up the bag of unripe peaches again, and I said witchcraft, a lot of it, right? And then I opened my eyes and I heard, you have to put it out. And I'm like, oh gosh. So I laid there for a bit and conversated with the Lord. Of course, I was triggered too, because I kind of figured out what the message meant. But I had to get more details from the Lord. You guys know I don't like putting out messages until I get full confirmation as to what he's talking about. So he mentioned to me what that means. So the peaches, the unripe peaches, represent people. Okay, that's what he said. And this is not just for the peaches, could represent women. Okay, the peaches actually represent women. Okay. And what he was saying is disobedience, which means that someone went to a peach tree and they picked a whole bunch of unripe peaches. There was one ripe peach there, but they ignored the ripe peach and they picked the unripe peaches. And the reason why they ignored the ripe peach was because the peach is already ripe. It's already ready. There's no work that has to be put into that fruit. Do you get what I'm saying? Because that fruit is already ready. See, when you see a fruits that are unripe, in order for it to continue to grow to be ripe, you got to keep watering the tree. You got to keep nourishing it, giving it sunlight and all of that for it to get ripe, right? So the individual that picked the unripe peaches, they felt as if they pick the unripe peaches, they can kind of groom the peach into whatever they want it to be. Groom these peaches into whatever they want it to be. Not realizing that once you pick a fruit off of a tree, it can no longer be ripe. That's it. Once you pick it off the tree, it's going to stay the exact same way you pick it. Do you get it? So if he picked the unripe peaches, he or she, if they pick the unripe peaches off the tree, those peaches are going to stay green. They're not going to end up ripening. So this person was not interested in the ripe peach because there was no work that had to be put in the peach. That peach was already ready. Let me tell you exactly how God explained it to me. The ripe peach is an independent person, a person that's strong-minded, a person that you know, that knows what they want, a person that can't be walked all over, a person that can't be groomed, because that person is who they are individually. They're already made perfect in God's image. Do you get it? Thank you, Holy Spirit. That peach was already ripe. Okay, there's no work that had to be put in. The person picked the unripe peaches because they wanted to put in work into these unripe peaches. And it was disobedience, because God specifically said, literally told this individual, the peaches that you're picking, they're not ripe, one, and they're not for you. And they still picked it. That's why I held it up and said disobedience, because the peaches represent people, women. Okay. So here's the interpretation. All right. If you're a guy watching this, okay, you had a lot of options. You've changed now. You know, God told me at the end of everything that the person changed, but there's a lot of damage because of their disobedience. There was a lot of damage that happened. Okay. So if you're a guy watching this, you may have had a lot of options, and it's like God told you who your wife is, right? That was the ripe peach. You ended up picking all the unripe peaches because you felt that if you picked all the unripe peaches, you can kind of groom these peaches into whatever you wanted it to be. That peach was already ripe. You feel like you didn't have to put in no work in that peach. And it's like you wanted something that you wanted a bunch. It's like the person just wanted a bunch of the unripe peaches. Okay. And God specifically told you that's the one you're supposed to pick, but you were disobedient. If you're a woman watching this, this is what happened in your situation. And the person picked a whole bunch of unripe peaches. Okay. And you were just there. You know what I mean? But the interpretation for this, what God was saying, is that the unripe peaches is what caused a lot of damage in your relationship with this person, or caused a lot of damage, in this relationship with this person. Okay. Like the unripe peaches, a lot of witchcraft. So let's just say all the peaches that was picked, the unripe ones, were witchcraft. Okay. They were unripe fruit. So these particular women were into witchcraft, and this is what caused a lot of damages. Okay. 2283 may be one particular person who did it the most heaviest. He also mentioned the year 2020, and he also mentioned 9 years of this nonsense. Okay. 9 years of this nonsense, and the year specific 2020. So I'm not sure if that was the year the witchcraft was done heavily, or if that year is particular is very, you know, it means something. Like I said, for you guys, it might mean more to you guys. Like, you may understand it more than me. I'm having a hard time understanding everything, but the interpretation was kind of like easy, like, you know, after he explained it to me. So yes, the peaches, the unripe peaches, someone preferred unripe peaches, a bunch of unripe peaches over one ripe peach, and that was the fruit. Okay, that was the fruit, and they became greedy and picked unripe peaches. And now, because of that disobedience, there's a lot of consequences, and the consequences have something to do with witchcraft. So for a lot of you guys, a lot of women may have been attacking you. If you're a female watching this and this resonates with you, a lot of women that your partner or your ex was involved with in the past, a lot of them are attacking you because you are that wife. You are the fruit, the ripe fruit, right? And if you're a male watching this and this was something that you did in the past and you made a mistake doing this, these women may be attacking you, or they may be attacking your wife because of, he specifically told me, retaliation and revenge. Okay. You have to remember something. Yeah, you can have a bunch of unripe peaches, but what's the point of having unripe peaches? You can't do nothing with them. They're all unripe. You get what I'm saying? When God gives you one ripe fruit, that's a lot more in that one fruit than the bunch of unripe peaches. Remember, once they're picked off the tree, you can't do anything with them. They can't even ripen anymore once you pick them off the tree. But it was disobedience, and you know, God said that because of that, yes, you've been under attack, and your wife has been under attack. So and this is someone's confirmation. Okay. I want you guys to know, if you're a female watching this, that man has changed, but like I said, there's a lot of damage that's done because of it, and there's a lot of consequences that this person's going through, and God is really helping this person get through all of that. Okay, so they've been going through witchcraft just like you. If you're male watching this, you may have changed, and this is what you and your wife are going through. Okay, I love you guys. Hope you guys understand. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.